Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for today. We face the mighty Monday. It looms over us like a fearsome warrior. But we shall not cower in its presence. We shall rise as champions, ready to conquer the challenges it throws our way. Mondays may be labeled as the start of the week, but they shall witness the strength of our spirit. We gather our determination, our passion, our resilience, forming an unbreakable bond, a shield against adversity. With every step we take, we march forward. Forward knowing that victory awaits us on the other side. So let us charge into this epic battle cry that makes us Monday our triumph.
Welcome to the revolution.
What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Let me pull up my chats. How's everyone? How's the people? I hope that Monday motivation really hit you where you want it to hit you, and that's what's most important to me. Because as Mondays go, Mondays are tough. You know, some people have a case of the Mondays, and I believe you get your ass kicked for saying something like that. Finally, it's chat. Man, my computer is SLOW, and for those that don't know what that spells, it spells slow. How are we doing on slow? Sorry, I had a little bit of technical difficulties before I started the show, but I got it all figured out. TD, don't you need antibiotics if you get that? Yes. And I got my antibiotics. Difficulties before I started the show, but shut up. I'm just popping out the chat. That's what she said. So I got the Rumble chat up. Say hello if you're watching on Rumble. Drop a like. Drop a like if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch and the Kicks and all that good stuff. Thank God Derek O'Shea show's on. The Tim Pool show was boring. Finally some entertainment. Thank you. Well, you got that Shimcast guy. That guy is like I can't do it. I'll just say that. I hope I'm entertaining tonight. It's Monday. I mean, what do you got? What?
Boys are boys.
Sorry, I was going to start the show with some hate speech. I'm a retail employee, Derek. Every day is Monday. God, that's the most depressing. Stop. Quit that retail mentality. You know what I mean? I'm drinking something Heisenberg. I'm drinking a little Heisenberg. Yes. Smash that like button like Derek O'Shea smashes TD. While keeping a secret from Anna. Dude, please do not tell Anna I have TD. That will honestly offend me. Let's get straight into the show with a little bit of hate speech. Derek O'Shea show alert. Starting off the show with a little bit of hate speech. I hope everyone is prepared for this as I'm prepared for this. It makes me sad just thinking about it. Let me just pull up my chats as well. I want to get the chit chat going. Yeah, this one. No, this one. Where is it? Boom. This one. Bam. Bam. Shout out to YouTube and everybody on there. Hey, Peter, turn it to channel 9 like it's lady giving herself another breast exam. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's start off with a little bit of hate speech. Praise God for old videos popping up. Nothing says like trying to figure out what to do with our lives and listen to this.
Boys are boys from the beginning. If you were born a boy, you stay a boy.
Oh, thanks.
Girls are girls right from the start.
Yes.
If you were born a girl, you stay a girl.
Oh.
You grow up to be a lady. Everybody's fancy. Everybody's fine. Your body's fancy, and so is mine. Only girls can be the mummies.
That's true.
Only boys can be the daddies. Yes,
Penis.
sir. Everybody's fancy. Everybody's fine.
Yes.
Your body's fancy.
And so is mine.
Boys are boys from the beginning.
Just kidding. They can change whenever they want, and it's a social construct. This guy is racist. Please cancel him. It's annoying to listen to. Okay, let's keep listening. Let's break down Mr. Rodgers. You know?
If you were born a boy, you stay a boy. Girls are girls right from the start. If you were
Except if they fart.
born a girl, you stay a girl and grow up to be a lady. Everybody's fancy. Everybody's fine. Your body's fancy.
And so is mine. If this gets out in the ethosphere and people start realizing this, are they gonna get rid of Mr. Rodgers? This white supremacist hate speech whoremonger that is freaking Mr. Rodgers. Wes says Mr. Rodgers spitting facts. Is there anybody that's a bigger right-wing conspiracy? I feel like I'm listening to Charlie Kirk singing. It's ridiculous. It really, really grinds my gears. Wes. Cords Willie with the $2 super chat on Rumble. Thank you so much, Willie. I appreciate you, my guy. That means so much to me. Shout out to Rumble. Shout out to Willie. Appreciate you, Willie. Thank you. I'll pull up the Rumble. I just didn't want to pull up Rumble if no one is on there. This one? Yeah. Boop. Thank you, Willie. I appreciate you. Mr. Rodgers was a sniper. Okay, is that even true? I swear that is like a conspiracy that Mr. Rodgers was actually this Navy SEAL murderer. He was a sniper. Mr. Rodgers is straight up evil, yo. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I grew up my parents hating PBS so much so that they were like, "You're never gonna watch it, Derek." My mom talked like Trump, actually, so it's a fact. And it made me uncomfortable growing up. So when I saw Trump actually going to office, I was like, mommy, you know what I mean? I have a lot of a weird mommy complex that I need to work on, but I'm working through it, and I'm getting in deep therapy, and I recommend everyone do the same. No, he was a minister. Yeah, he was a minister. What the frick, dude? No, he was a sniper minister. Google it. Dude, Google yourself, dude. Mr. Rodgers was some kind of minister. He didn't serve in the military. You did the same thing like chaplaincy, right? I don't know. Oh, there goes my chat. God, you know what? God, this app is trash. Reopen, please. Sorry. Okay. It's Monday, people. Don't expect don't expect anything professional in here. Mr. Rodgers was a hero before his time. He was protecting children from the libs. Dude, I liked Mr. Rodgers growing up. His songs, soothing to the soul. I don't care what anyone says. He was a minister sniper or a sniper minister. He was a minister sniper. Those two are completely different. That was Sam Kinison. He was a minister. Oh, Sam Kinison. Oh, he's so good. All right, let's get through some. Let's hang out and watch some clips today. How about we just do that? As I don't know if anyone saw this whole Vivek explaining how he's going to shut down the FBI. I just want to start off the show with a little bit of Vivek. Get him in my lungs. Derek O'Shea alert. Vivek, talk to us, daddy. My favorite moments from Mr. Rodgers were the field trips and factories. Dude, the field trips on Mr. Rodgers were incredible. I liked when he would go into his, like, that imagination land and used to take that train. I used to always be like, let me get on that train, dude. I would imagine myself being on the train and just going choo, 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 going through it. Why can't we have secret puppet shows in the back of all our homes growing up? Then and only then will I be happy with who I turned out to be. Amen. God. All right, let's watch this. Check this clip out. Tell me what you think about. When you were young. Now.
You said today that on stage that you don't have a lot of experience. You don't have any experience running governments, et cetera, et cetera. Is that really necessary in today's world to have the experience? Is it honestly that different than running the world's largest corporation and reining it in and getting it right?
I think it is. I think the fact that it is different is a good thing. Because I think that one of the things that happens when you actually go through this totem pole and ladder of government is that you become acclimated to its ways. So I'm coming in with a clear-sided view, Glenn, of shutting down most of the administrative state.
How realistic is that?
Very realistic. So first of all, do it on strong legal authority. So I'm a unique combination. I don't like to brag a lot, but I'm a CEO, but I've also studied the Constitution deeply.
In your face.
The Supreme Court right now shares my view of the Constitution. The U.S. president already has statutory authority. The Presidential Reorganization Act of 1977 says...
Am I the only one when you hear the word statutory, you think only one thing, and it's a horrible thing to think about? Am I the only one that thinks that? Vivek is one of my favorite of these losers running for our overlord, but he has a McKinsey & Company informant plan. Well, he was like the first one talking about ESG, so I don't know if that could be true. Glenn Beck looks like he manages a regional chain of burger joints. He does. It's called Mormon Burgers R Us.
You can shut down redundant agencies. Well, when I look at what the DEA does and what the U.S. Marshals do, there's my legal justification for shutting down the FBI without asking Congress for permission or forgiveness.
I almost don't want to vote for him just based on the shutting. Shut.
Jeez.
You know, Chuck, there's another justification. Shutting down the FBI without asking Congress for permission or forgiveness.
Jeez.
You know, Chuck, there's another justification. Stimulating the economy, also in that same statute. The $80 billion spent in the U.S. Department of Education. You know what? That would stimulate the economy to give it back to the people. That's my legal justification.
To the people.
So I understand the legal footing. By the way, what stopped Trump? The civil service protections, they said.
Correct.
Well, guess what? Read the law. Civil service protections protect against the individual firings of employees for supposedly political reasons. They do not apply to mass layoffs. And mass layoffs are absolutely what I'm bringing to Washington, D.C.
Would you lay it off, reform it, or
I wish he would lay me off, you know what I mean?
close it down, these institutions?
Many agencies, I would just shut down the agencies. There's certain list of other agencies where we have 75% headcount reduction plans.
Am I the only one that when I hear people like talking about shutting down the FBI, CIA, whatever, I'm just like, there's no way. You will be another RFK in a second. Like, I want it to be true, and I want to back him, and I want to back these people and stuff like that, but I just think there's no way. But maybe I'm like by myself on that. I rather he abolished the ATF. Oh yeah, me too. ATF is, God, they're the worst. An entire agency is based on anti-confrontational stuff. Shutting down government talk might take him a long way. Willie, that's true. It takes it a long way with me. That's all I want to hear. That's literally all the candidates I look for is candidates that are trying to make the government smaller. If that is a possibility, I'm for that candidate. I'm like, which candidate decreases government? I'm voting for that candidate 10 times out of 10. My criteria is small because I don't think presidents can actually have that much power besides making people lose their mind. Vivek is trying to JFK himself. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, the more you keep talking, the more people are going to be like, we're coming for you. Breaking news. Those are people that are living in Houston. Really sad news coming out of Houston.
Syphilis problem, and apparently it's only getting worse. Anchor Elisa Rivas here with
syphilis problem.
Elisa.
Yeah, when people hear the word syphilis, it certainly doesn't spark a conversation that they think they're going to like at all. And this really got our attention because the health department says there has been a whopping 128% increase in syphilis cases in women. There were 674 cases reported last year. That's compared to 295 cases reported just 4 years ago. The health department attributes that rise largely to
lunges
women who are passing the bacteria onto their babies.
Great. Freaking syphilis outbreak due to pregnancy? Oh, is this like a pro-abortion campaign? God, what the frick, dude? The FBI, the CIA, NSA, and other agencies have deep ties to organized crime. Yep. How dare you say that? Papa, CIA, if you know where Papa is, please look after him. The dress looks like syphilis. Wait a second. You mean to tell me that if you promote promiscuity, that might lead to a syphilis epidemic? No. Might not succeed, but indeed keep pushing back. Yeah, 100%.
They need to test at their first prenatal visit. They need to test at their third trimester and at delivery.
An early case will usually present as a painless sore.
Bunch of syphilis-empowered women.
It's easily treated with an antibiotic, but without treatment, it can...
What antibiotic? Was that what I thought? That's a horse tranquilizer. Doxycline? Great. God. All right, let's go on to some other news. Derek, if you're sick, if you sick the CIA on me, I won't make you any more Bernie fits. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll tell the CIA it wasn't you. Speaking of the CIA, Biden brings in $72 million in campaign donations in 3 months. The second quarter sum from Biden-Harris campaign is nearly double what former President Donald Trump, the Republican frontrunner, has collected. There are people out there that are giving Biden money. Pray for those people because they don't have a soul. God. Could you imagine actually giving people money? Or giving Biden money? $72 million? God. Where does this money come from? From who? Who's donating this money? Yeah, exactly. Outpace, blah, 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 $72 million. I saw like the former LinkedIn the guy that used to own it, who went to allegedly Epstein's Island, gave like $500,000. The Biden-Harris team says the totals beat Florida 3-1. Yeah. By the way, DeSantis is getting absolutely shellacked when it comes to donors. History of Barack Obama and Trump have previously, according to the Biden-Harris campaign, more than 394,000 donors and 670,000 contributions accumulated to create Biden's $72 million second quarter haul. A Biden campaign is fully integrated with the Democratic National Committee. Donations tallied, blah, 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 came from all 50 states. You love like every politician, whenever they talk about grassroots crap, you're just like, shut up. Yeah, I don't trust any politician talking about most of our donations are from grassroots campaign. Touting the strength of the grassroots support, the campaign said that 97% of these donations were under $200. Yeah, $200 times 5 or 100. 30% of donors were new and did not contribute to Biden in 2020. Sure. And many were teachers, nurses, and retirees. God. Amen, dude. Gavin Newsom is going to love taking that from Toothless Joe. Yeah, 100%. I'm sure they were like, we're handing this over. Dumping money is their last resort. Yeah, that's their only hope. I mean, I feel like there isn't a day that goes by that I get some kind of update about how they need people need more money for stuff. In today's culture, it's like, you could get more money, great, but you should be on every single podcast everywhere spreading your messages. Or starting a political OnlyFans account or something. It is so easy to be in the public eye today without spending money. Key, what's up? Rich white leftist smugs love burning money. Yeah, they do love burning money. Well, it's a tax write-off. They're all good at the taxes stuff. Act Blue is a horrible organization. I need more money for stuff. I almost read that. I need more money for snuff. Today's culture, you should only need a solid message. That's the hope. You should need a solid message, but you should also be somewhat inspiring. Have somewhat of a character, have a charisma, character. I want a solid message. I wish that was just the case, and we could just have a bunch of autistic people in office. But you gotta have some kind of charisma too. Because look, this is, I got this today from Just the News as well. Derek O'Shea alert. DeSantis sheds campaign staff as he struggles to meet fundraising goals, gains traction against Trump. There's just this weird thing you're seeing online talking about how Trump needs to sit down. That was never going to happen. He's going to run. And I don't know. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis cut staff from his 2024 presidential campaign as he struggles in both fundraising and gaining traction in 2024 Republican primary against Donald Trump. Oh, this is some kind of MAGA support channel. Oh, no, it's not. DeSantis' campaign cut less than 10 staffers last week. They're devastated. 10 of their memers are gone. People familiar with the matter told Politico that is roughly 10% of his campaign staff in the second quarter. What? DeSantis' campaign cut less than 10 staffers last week. This is roughly 10% of his campaign staff in the second quarter. Okay. Oh. It's a big campaign staff. Shout out to big campaign staffs everywhere. They would rather burn it than save America with it. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Our government is similar to the movie Oh, God. Idiocracy? I need to see that movie again. I just had a relative say Derek, you gotta see. I'm watching Idiocracy, and they're like, I always think about that Costco scene. That scene still messes me up thinking about it. If you want the Zoomers to think you are cool, you gotta wear Che Guevara shirt and speak about how communism is the bee's knees. Yeah, that's all you have to do. And then you bring up the fact that he hated gay people and stuff. They're like, hey, don't say that. DeSantis made too many mistakes right out of the gate. Yeah, announcing on Twitter pretty much sums up his entire campaign so far. Everywhere he goes, there's no one there, and I get there's a pushback that says well, it's because DeSantis supporters are working or whatever, and I get that, but I don't know. You should have just waited to 2028. Whoever he's listening to. So, this is just another reminder, people. Surround yourself with people who are not just going to be yes men or also big you up all the time. You need some people that are going to critique you and sharpen you, because iron sharpens iron. Some of these politicians surround themselves with yes men and people that are just looking to grift off them and make money off them. That's why 90% of political crap that I hear or political podcasts, I'm like, you're just getting paid off this campaign staff. Shut up, dude. So surround yourself with people that are going to challenge you and call you out on your BS. This show sucks. Thanks, Wes. Idiocracy was supposed to be a comedy that makes you profoundly depressed. It wasn't supposed to be a documentary. Oh, 100%. Guys, speaking of being depressed, very exciting news, Derek O'Shea alert. Janet Yellen says Ukraine aid is the best boost for the global economy. It's true because she says it. That's why. Redoubling support for the war-stricken Ukraine is the single best way to aid the global economy. Yes. You know why? Because it is. And no, we don't have to audit this money. And no, we're not going to look into it. We're just stimulating our economy by giving Ukraine money that we're not going to track or look into whatsoever. And we'll give them, munitions that we signed treaties saying we would never use. We are actually in favor of cluster bombs, cluster ammunition. It's fantastic. It's the single best way to aid the global economy. God, these people. Where do you get these people? Where do you find these people? And are they all aliens? I'm at the point now where I think that every politician is actually an alien deep down inside, because some of the things that they say, or they're maybe all on cocaine. They may be all so grandiose. You know what the best way to stimulate the economy, man? Give it to Ukraine, man. Give it to Ukraine, and then the economy will be stimulated, man. Yeah. Janet Yellen drinks Natty Ice because she likes the taste. Oh, so do I. As I'm drinking Trans Heisenberg. That is hardcore. Can you imagine getting a drink with this lady? Excuse me. It's me coming in for a drink. It's me, Janet Yellen. Would you like to stimulate the economy with me? Ending this war is the first and foremost a moral imperative, she told reporters. But it's also the single best thing we can do for the global economy. Amen. I heard she ate a bunch of magic mushrooms when she went to China. Yeah, I read that too. I don't trust any mushrooms from China. It's just a fact. These are just the facts, please. Janet Yellen is a white-capped mushroom. She is. Did you see, did anybody see the Right to Bear memes? He did like a mushroom cap Janet Yellen picture that was just too good. Speaking of memes, like, there are so many people that got paid on Twitter who are just glorified reposters. And I'm like, how is that even a thing? Like, they steal people's memes. That makes me so angry for some of these people. Where is this picture? Oh, yes. There's one. Janet Yellen consumed psychedelic mushroom. my mushrooms in China. This is the same woman who blamed people for buying too much stuff when they got their stimulus checks. Yeah, 100%. Mushrooms. Oh, God. Look at that. Oh, God. Is there anybody better than freaking Right to Bear memes? It's so good. All right. Oh, kid. Memes are such a beautiful currency. Good enough for me, but only because the lady is good looking, so I believe what she's saying. Wes has a huge thing for Janet Yellen. Shout out to Janet Yellen. Huge news coming out of NATO. U.S. and NATO weapon stockpiles are dangerously low. Top Air Force general says. Why does that matter? We need to give more over. Angela coming in with the hot psilocybin. Shout out to psilocybin everywhere. The weapon stockpiles in the United States and NATO allies are becoming dangerously low, with no short-term solutions, according to the top U.S. Air Force commander. I'm just like, I know that we're all low on ammunitions, but part of me is like, what if this is just a way for us to give more money to the military-industrial complex? It's like, what's going on, man? What's up, Angela? Hey, guys. I know this is going to break a lot of y'all's hearts. I need some music up in here. It's Monday. We need some more music. Where did all the ammo go? Oh, yeah, right at the Eastern European organized crime. How dare you, Papa? We just need to give more ammunition to people. We should give ammunition to the cartel. We just won't even look into it. Just like, check it out. If you need ammunition, let us know. We'll send it to you. We don't need a stockpile or anything. Everyone will fight the wars for us. Nope, Nadia from Redacted, not Janet Yellen. Okay. All right, I need something. What's surprising music? Cinematic. Depressed music. No. Happy. Drop the tapes. Yeah. What's this? Stealth? No. Let's give ammo to everybody except for American citizens. Yes. I don't know. I can't figure out anything to play. All right, breaking news. Scientists who denounced COVID lab leak theory as conspiracy theory believed it was highly likely the virus escaped from Chinese research facility leaked. Are we still doing this? Because I still believe it came from a pangolin. Amen? Everyone knows that. God, I'm so sick of people just assuming it came from a lab leak that studied Wuhan viruses. It's just like, why would you assume that? It came from a pangolin. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows if you get pangolin, it spreads diseases, kills millions of people. It's beautiful to see. Smash and share. Yeah, please. Let's give ammo to everyone. Yes. I can't believe we're still playing this game. Don't you love that this is still like news and people are just still like having conversations about this? Black Sabbath, War Pigs. Oh, that would have been perfect. If only it was free. You can only disarm your enemies and arm your allies. Does anyone see a problem with the government trying to disarm Americans? No problem whatsoever. No, we're gonna be just fine. If we have F-16s, just ask Joe Biden. A renowned scientist who led the condemnation of the COVID lab leak theory privately believed it was highly likely in leaked messages. Dr. Christian Andersen, a Danish evolutionary biologist, why would the government or anybody that works for these organizations lie to you? They would always tell the truth. At this point, it's like, yes, we know it's a lab leak, but so what? Is anybody going to be held accountable, like, ever in these kind of organizations? No. So, just, keep moving on. I know you're supposed to hate your neighbor, and we should, separate people by, who's vaccinated, who's not vaccinated, and we have all that stuff, but don't worry about it. Everything's just fine. Speaking of pandemic, let's keep the pandemic stuff going on right here. Derek O'Shaler. Report finds that $5 trillion in pandemic spending difficult to track, even for experts. Existing gaps in federal spending data make it difficult for the Oversight Committee decision makers and American taxpayers to fully understand where their money went and how it was used. Hey, $5 trillion, we don't know where it went, man. I swear to God, if you don't report that $600 Venmo, I'm going to be on your ass like grass, mister. I'm going to be on your ass like grass. But we don't know where that $5 trillion are, okay? I don't even know how to look into it. A new report found that $5 trillion Congress spent on pandemic relief efforts has been so difficult to track that it has even stumped some government investigators. The experts are talking. Okay, the experts are here. Yay. Poof, $5 trillion gone. Yeah, 100%. 100%. A new report from the Pandemic Response Accountability Committee, say that 10 times fast, Pandemic Response Accountability Committee, tracked $2.65 billion in pandemic relief funding to 6 communities. The report found that the data gaps made it difficult for taxpayers to know how much money their community received and for what purposes. The $2.65 billion part of a $5 trillion federal relief given out during the pandemic. Just a little bit of a gap. We know where $2.65 billion is, but again, it was at a $5 trillion. God. Difficult to see the corruption clearly. I totally agree. You know what? I trust the government to finally go after these mega billionaires and stuff like that, because then finally they can have the money they need to continue to make our lives better. Existing gaps in federal spending data make it difficult for the Oversight Committee, decision makers, American taxpayers fully understand. Moreover, these gaps make it difficult for the program officials administering the funds to have a clear understanding of funding recipients and their uses. Sometimes when I read this stuff, I'm like, why do I pay taxes again? Why does it matter? Why does it matter that any of us pay taxes? If they need something, they'll just print the money. They'll just enter it in or have an accounting error, as they say for Ukraine. Hey, we lost $5 billion. We don't know where that money went, but thank God we have that money now. Now we don't even have to ask Congress for it. Not like we've ever done that before, but we don't even have to make an executive order because we lost it. And now we can find it. Hey, we have $5 billion. Smash that like button. Smash that like button like the federal government smashes $5 trillion in oblivion. Yeah, you love to see it. Are these the experts we were supposed to trust? I mean, those are the experts who knew what they were talking about. Yes, you pay taxes because if you don't, the IRS has an excuse to use their tactical teams. Oh, God. Can you imagine some of these tactical teams for the IRS showing up? Just the dorks. You're like, are you really here? You better be bringing something more than that. Guys, really offensive stuff coming out of the news lately. This is not funny. Let's get some exciting music. What's something exciting? Spy romance music? No. The Moon Drops? What's this? March of the Hares? I don't know. Oh, God. Okay. The IRS is too busy rating FFLs. Yeah. The IRS is too busy dealing with Sam Brinkman-Fried. Oh, you remember that? Yeah, no one does. I know it. I know where it went. The black hole of politics. Yeah, 100%. 100%. To all the NSA agents in the chat, I trust the government a lot. And the opinions from Derek O'Shea's show are not the type of beliefs I hold near and dear to the beliefs of the federal government. Yeah, I concur with that statement completely. Let's get the chats going. What am I doing? Why is this not working? Okay. Let's get the chats and the streams. What? Okay, there we go. Okay. Why is it doing that? All right, guys, breaking news. James Cameron says, I'm not in talks to direct a Titan disaster movie. I can't believe this is even speculation. James Cameron says, I'm not in talks, and sheds the offensive rumors that he's going to direct the Titan disaster movie. He tweets, I don't need to respond to offensive rumors in the media usually, but I need to now. I'm not in talks about Ocean Gate film, nor will I ever be. I love that he even addresses it. It's such an obviously funny joke. Director James Cameron took to Twitter on Saturday to dispel offensive rumors that he might be looking into to direct a disaster movie based on the ill-fated mission of Ocean Gate's Titan submersible. It's going to be called Titanic 2. Cameron noted that he didn't normally find it necessary to address rumors publicly. It's like, if you're going to make Avatar 2, you might as well make Titan 2. I do not respond to offensive rumors in the media usually. Offensive. No, he needs to make it. I think this is all just his ploy for master marketing scheme. He will be directing a movie called Ocean Gate 2.0, and it will be based on the story of a young streamer named Derek O'Shea who went down on dips of James Cameron's ocean in his backyard, and we went in his tub and I played Bubbles. Sounds like raps. What? God, I won't sound. I hope not him anyway. Somebody's got to make it. What's up, Queen? Driving and listening. Stop driving and just start paying attention. What are you doing driving and listening? That is freaking theft. I need to get this. What is the deal with my freaking chat boxes? Thanks so much for driving and listening, Queen. Always a good time. Always good to hear from you. Cameron needs to make Terminator 7, where a black Terminator travels back to 1776 and kills all of Congress. See? I'm going to call the FBI and let them know about you. Just based on that. Uh-oh. Huge news coming out of Fox News. I know everybody and their mom that listens to this show is completely obsessed with Fox News. But Greg Gutfeld, freaking Greg Gutfeld and Geraldo Rivera are spicing up a huge blunder. They don't like each other anymore. And Greg has come out of the closet against Geraldo Rivera for making fun of him on The View. Let's check it out.
Flows right off the tongue there. First, let's go to The View, where I'd like to report a murder.
I was fired from the Five. I had a very toxic relationship with another of the cast members.
Which one? Is it Ryan?
I may get there. I may get there. If you check the internet. And also, I thought that it was very unfair that I was not judged objectively in our disputes, but rather he was always favored.
No. Poor thing. In lieu of flowers, we've set up a GoFundMe page to get him a barber. But I credit The View for finally finding a guest with a bigger mustache than their panelists. Yeah, they're a hairy bunch.
That's not funny. Women do not have mustaches. That's what my wife tells me.
To California, where Dems just blocked a bill to make child trafficking a serious felony. Why would you do that? It would have punished criminals convicted of child trafficking with 25 to life in prison, but the Dems in the assembly actually blocked it. And why? They were worried it might lead to longer sentences. Isn't that the point, you idiots? You want a dumb sentence? You dumb pedophile supporting, child mutilating, criminal ass kissing, overtaxing, morally bankrupt, drug addicts, street poopers. You are putting innocent children in danger. That's how you really feel. I gotta calm down. Now, let's go to NYC, where Manhattan DA and human...
How could Fox News allow this kind of aggressive tone on their networks? It's really hard to watch. And it's really hard to see. I can see why Geraldo Rivera left. God. Call it. I should have hired those 50-year-old white experienced submarines. Yeah. Hold up. The current prison sentences for child trafficking. What is the current prison sentence for child trafficking? You have to all of a sudden be a White House intern. Oh God, Geraldo and The View. I felt my soul throw up a little bit in my mouth. Good. True, go woke, go down. Yeah, 100%. It's just. Can you imagine being invited on The View? Could you imagine taking time out of your precious life? Because every hour that you're alive could be the last hour you're ever breathing and here. And so I appreciate you being here with me. But can you imagine going on this show? Because I would do it 9 times out of 10. Some of the brightest people I've ever heard in my life. Gutfeld is slimy? Angela, how dare you? I'm trying to get on the Gutfeld Nightly Show. Okay? I'm going to sell my soul to the devil himself so I can finally be on there. Depends on who you're trafficking, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. Depends if you're trafficking kids and minors to politicians, you'll be fine. But make sure you don't get caught by some Twitch streamer. Then you might actually get in trouble. God, that is so dark. I can't even joke about that. Gutfeld is okay with me now. I don't mind Gutfeld. My mom's obsessed with it. My mom calls me every day and is like, did you hear what Gutfeld said? It's more funny to me. I'm like, what? What did he say? Isn't Geraldo older than Biden? Is he? No way. That's a beautiful, beautiful hawk on top of his face, if that's true. I'd rather take a dump in the world's filthiest public restroom than go on The View, says Papa. Really? Really? You wouldn't want to sit next to Whoopi Goldberg and reminisce about that nun singing movie with her that shaped you and mine's childhood? I don't think so. I think you would do it in a heartbeat. What is it? Sister Act 2? Classic? It's funny because they're probably the same. Like you called out the pedos? Yeah, 100%. Well, speaking of that, now that we're on pedos. Let's get some military music. Let's see, military. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Here we go. Some freaking military music. Get amped. Hurrah, hurrah. Trends identifying swimmer shows true colors on social media. Leah Thomas shares a pic of Antifa soldier in a I almost canceled myself. Leah Thomas is a soldier, super soldier. Leah Thomas is coming to defend your company from evil right-wing people like Nick Fuentes. Leah Thomas takes all the golds and takes away all your daughter's hard work. Antifa super soldier. It's me. Woke military music? I don't even know if I have that. Is this woke military? No. Oh. It's just beautiful to see. Finally, Leah Thomas is self-identifying as in the military now. Leah Thomas can identify as whatever Leah Thomas wants to identify as. It's like, today I'm fighting Nazis. Today I'll finally take them all on. Let's face it, the toilet would smell better. Yeah. Is that a Nazi? Yes. Honestly, you know, every time you see like pictures of Antifa, you're like, I know you think you're fighting Nazis, but you guys all look like literal Nazi youth. Like, what the frick? Just like, what's up, Quaper? God, what the frick, dude? Trans-identifying swimmer Leah Thomas dressed as part of Antifa super soldier in recent Instagram posts shared by Gwen Luxembourg. Thomas, who made headlines competing against blah, 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 blah. Just so funny. Look at these little belts. Best soldier since Audie Murphy woke up the family. What's up, dude? Look at this belt. I need more than one belt. One belt for my above the belly, one belt for below the belly, so I have my little belly button in the middle, and then one belt that holds in, you know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. The Speedo. Yeah, the Speedo. Because Leah Thomas is always ready to swim. Everyone knows that. Shout out to Leah Thomas. Easily one of the best swimmers I've ever seen on the face of the planet. I didn't even care about swimming until Leah Thomas came out. All of a sudden, I'm totally stoked on swimming. I care about it way more than I feel like I should, but I have a mission. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I swear, I would take him in a bar brawl. Okay, first of all, it's a super soldier, and you wouldn't be able to do that, for one. Woke military song equals It's Raining Men, hallelujah. It's true. Wait, Audie Murphy? Why do I not know who Audie Murphy is? Murphy? I feel like it's one of those things that's like, oh yeah, this guy sucks. This guy's an idiot. Audie Murphy? American soldier, actor. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, now it's in me. Wow, what a deep cut, Wilson. Shout out to Wilson. Deep cuts. Freaking Audie Murphy. Man, you're an old soul, and I love that about you. The old sausage tug could be wait. Was that Hunter Biden's break? Was that a Hunter Biden break? I don't know. I always like judging people's pictures. She's back, Leah Thomas. Oh my God, so true. Can you imagine where do you even buy this? Where do you get Antifa Super Soldier? Let's find out. Antifa Super Soldier shirt. Where do you even buy Antifa Super Soldier shirts? Antifa T Public? I mean, what? Okay, and they're allowed to use Adult Swim stuff? How's that even legal? Adult Swim's like, oh yes, that's totally fine. What? Here it is. $27? Or 4 interest-free payments for over $50. Goop. Ugh. All right, we're buying one. I feel like it would be so much fun to buy one of those shirts and then go to some of those rallies and just mess with people. And then people are just like, wait a minute, are you not with us? You're like, yes, I'm with you. I'm wearing this shirt, idiot. Audie Murphy was the highest decorated soldier of World War II. See? Idiot. Why do you guys even watch the show? God, I should know that. Is that... Do you sell t-shirts? I do sell t-shirts. I haven't I need to update my t-shirts, Willie. Thank you for sharing that. I need to buy all my t-shirts and update my t-shirts. I appreciate you for sharing that. I'm going to do that. Honestly, the whole clips, they're keys to the belt loops. Yeah. All right. Let's go into some clips. Because I don't know if you know this. Speaking of trans, we'll just keep the trans things going. The one thing you're not allowed to make fun of no matter what. But I don't know if you guys know this, but medications inducing abortions are actually a lifeline for trans folk who face transphobia and bigotry. I didn't know if you knew that abortions had anything to do with trans people, but they do. Corey Bush is one of the smartest and brightest people I know.
These 5 pills are effective. Medication abortion pills, like mifepristone, safe.
Freaking
again,
prison mic right there.
Effective again. No different from any other medication that's safe.
Exactly. Abortion medication is safe and effective. How do you even say that in the same sentence? Oh, God.
And effective. The FDA has declared medication abortion safe for the past 23 years. Using mifepristone together with misoprostol is a 97.7% effective way to terminate a pregnancy. Mifepristone is used worldwide and already accounts for over 50% of abortions in this country. Medication abortion.
FYI, there are some good clips today that I've saved for the very end, but it gets silly.
Is a lifeline.
It's not safe for the fetus. Yeah, exactly.
It's a lifeline for the person working multiple jobs who can't afford to take a day off work because wages are too low or they don't have paid sick leave.
Exactly. You don't get paid sick leave, you have an abortion, problem solved. Your life is so much better. God, it's just so...
It's a lifeline for the mom of 2 who can't afford childcare or who can't find that affordable child care. It's a life.
Don't you love when you can tell a politician is genuine when they're talking normally at the beginning and then all of a sudden they look down at their paper for their talking points? You're like, God, are you seriously about to read this whole list, girl? Keep your legs closed. How dare you say that? That's hate speech. This is coming from the same woman who says she's entitled to armed protection, but you aren't. Yes. It's different because they're important and you're not, Papa. Wake up and smell the vajayjay.
Line for the person who lives hundreds of miles away from the nearest clinic and does not have reliable transportation. It's a lifeline for the trans folks who face transphobia and bigotry because of anti-LGBT plus laws and outrageous bans on a gender-affirming care.
Abortion is for trans folks and transphobia and bigotry. What? What? Don't you love when they just start speaking absolute nonsense and they just start like going through all their points and saying the same thing over again, or just like they'll just like they're talking about taxes and all of a sudden they start talking about transphobia and you're like, what are you fucking talking about, dude? How do you? Could you imagine having like a beer with these people and they're just like talking, they're having a good time and they're telling you about their life and all of a sudden they start talking about this shit? You're just like, do you even listen to yourself speak, or do you only speak in talking points? Is that woman who has 2 kids and can't use 1 or 30 types of birth control? Yeah. If you follow the money and the science starts to make more sense than any topic, don't you dare follow the money. Money is for the people. So the woman can't scrape together $150 for a bus ticket to a state that has legalized. How dare you, Papa?
These aren't hypotheticals. These are real stories from real people.
Okay, I can't even listen to this clip anymore. You know, like, I know our politicians are dumb, but some of them are just really dumb. And she's one of them. Corey Bush. I know some people think that there's like some of these politicians are smart, but I guarantee you like 90% of them, if you got them in a room and you actually had a conversation, you're like, did you get voted in because you have the right people around you? Because you're an idiot. Let's try a true way of pulling out. Okay, Derek O'Shea alert. Okay, and this is also from the abortion seminar. And listen to these nonstop facts.
Would there be a disparate impact on people of color from a national ban on medicated abortion?
Absolutely. Here we are, 400 years after slavery in America, and what some would deem a successful buck breaking of our male counterparts.
400 years after slavery ended. Amen. She ain't lying. She ain't lying. I almost want to hear that again. That's Love Holt. That's Lester Holt's daughter. I'm just kidding.
Would there be a disparate impact on people of color from a national ban on medicated abortion?
Absolutely. Here we are, 400 years after slavery in America.
Yes, so true.
And what some would deem a successful buck breaking of our male counterparts.
Disgusting.
I look at this as an attempt to dethrone the original matriarch.
Yes.
And furthermore, cause bodily restrictions on black bodies. Therefore, making it harder for us to make normal decisions.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, perverting our quality of life.
Yes.
In a place that we should be free for choice, in whatever direction we like to go in.
The experts are talking. 400 years of slavery in America. It's science.
Creating a...
Who told this lady this stuff?
Another
She's making it up as she goes.
narrative of trauma.
She's like
in the
my
backs
show.
Of our minds, because one thing black people will do is strive to thrive. We'll do anything we can to survive and sustain some sense of a sane quality of life, all while
like create an entire organization in order to get rich, and then don't do anything that actually helps any of the community that you claim to be supporting. Don't say that.
Trauma.
Is she paid to spit out gibberish? No, she's paid to spit out absolute facts, and the experts are talking. Remember, what the heck is she saying? She doesn't know.
Running in the back.
This is what happens, okay? This is what happens when you get stuck in academia. You start to say just speak in absolute nonsense all the time, and people are like, that's so good. I don't even know what that means, but I felt that, I felt that from you. And then you're like, you go out in the public sphere, and people are like, what are you even talking about, dude? Do you just speak in research papers? The name of Zeus Bungle. Are you blabbing about woman? Derek O'Shea alert.
Ground.
I'm here to get more wisdom. I'm coming here for my daily bread, bruh.
Running in the background.
Yes.
So that's what we'll continue to do. As these laws try to restrict and confine us. We will power through those traumatic instances, and we will unify to support each other through safe, successful, self-administered abortion.
Thank you.
I feel like I want to hear that one more time. Her and Kamala Harris and Karine have the best speech coach. They do. They all get written the same thing. Drama queen. She's desperate need of some Venn diagrams right now. I could really use a Venn diagram about now. Every time I feel like I could listen to that 100 times and I would still be absolutely confused. What are you trying to actually say? Besides the fact that, slavery, we're post 400 years or whatever she said. She'd make a good press secretary. She'd make an incredible press secretary. Can you imagine her just slowing down the press? They'd be all amped up and trying to get in there and yell at her, and she'd be like, listen. She'd be like, listen, the people try to tell me all these things. Post 400 years of slavery, we're still dealing with this. If we work together in these communities and vulnerabilities and tranquilities and absolutities and diabilities, then we could finally come together and be one. So I support her though. I support her over and over again. I need to check in on my mom. Let's check in on my mom. See how she's doing. See if she's lying. 400 years of slavery in America, which is true. Slavery still exists in America. We just them taxes. Meow. Yeah, 100%. There's nothing free about restricting women's choices. I don't understand why anyone would think it's the right for the government to say over my body. Exactly. My body, my choice. Except for the fact that it's like more than just your body. It's like I support you, but not when it doesn't become your body. You know what I'm saying? Ain't your body no more when you got two bodies in you. You know what I'm saying? Bam, 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 bam. Okay, sorry. The experts are talking. The experts are talking.
Are pretty unclear as to what the group is really all about.
Oh, God. It is how? What do you mean? Okay, maybe I guess you have to define when life begins, Angela. I guess that's the only thing, girl. Like, you tell me when life begins, and I'll tell you when life begins. How about that?
Are pretty unclear as to what the group is really all.
And if, like, when it becomes viable outside of the womb, okay, then we should kill like 90% of old people. Let's just be real about that. Or people on ventilators, or people that are on, in comas. Get rid of them. They're not even viable.
Are pretty unclear as to what the group is.
Or, like people with mental disabilities that can't even like cook for themselves. Like, get rid of them. They aren't viable. Incorrect. Unhook it from me. Fun fact, Jen Psaki is a hug. Is the hug the very depths of loneliness and despair? Yes, honestly. They talk like they are so smart and confusing to us with BS. Well, they're 100%. That's why I talk in absolute nonsense, and hopefully you pick up on some of the truths that I say, and through the satire and through me just BSing around. Hopefully you guys do that. It behind when it supports itself. Exactly, Angela. So we should kill so many people that are on life support and stuff. Like, they're not even real people. They're not. Or people that can't support itself without the help of other people, like you said. Get rid of those people. We'd be better. But those aren't even real people because they can't even support themselves. I get it. See, I can't walk down that path with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I'm a man and I like to tell women what to do with their bodies. God. I can't walk down that path with you. That's where I draw the line. I'm sorry. The whole support itself thing, I think that debate is absolutely ridiculous because then you have to apply that to everything outside, not just like babies. If you keep that same logic, then I will walk down that path with you and I will understand what you're saying. But then you have to. Were they born without support? You said when it supports itself. That's what I'm going off of. Were they born without support? The fuck? Some are already alive, different than a hunk of cells. Say that's where we do a hunk of cells. When does the heartbeat start? Is a heartbeat? Does that make it still cells? Some people look like a hunk of cells. Am I right, Angela? Shout out to hunk of cells, Jen Psaki.
Are pretty unclear as to what the group is really all.
Angela, you're not going to convince me. I'm not going to convince you, and that's your right to be wrong. Okay. I can walk down the whole my body, my choice, except when it's more than one body. If I needed life support and could not hook up, could only hook up to live, do you have the right to tell me no? If I needed life support and could only hook up to you to live, you want to hook up to me? Girl, okay, we can hook up. Do you have the right to tell me no? If I needed life support and could only hook up... What? First of all, we didn't have sex. Second of all, I didn't agree to us doing that kind of stuff. The heartbeat is 6 weeks, I think. It is 6 weeks. Yes, you're right. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I am right. All right, we can hook up. Okay, Angela. Not true. The baby is a trespasser in the woman's body. Thank you. It's her choice if she wants to evict the tenant. So if you believe in property rights, the woman has the right to evict the trespasser. Yes. You don't want to hook up with Derek's life system. He's a ginger. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Are pretty unclear as to what the group is really all about.
It's a big old moneymaker for parts and stem cells. Oh, well, there's that. Some people like to support that, I guess.
Are pretty unclear as to what the group is really all about, what they're a part of. One mom who became treasurer of an Indiana chapter was even quoted asking, "What am I a part of? I need to know these things." Fair question. Well, I'm here to help. I'm here to help you. Because as benign as Moms for Liberty may sound, its agenda is unmistakably extreme.
Disgusting.
For instance, you may not know that Moms for Liberty has been helping to lead the movement in pulling books from the library shelves, including classics like The Bluest Eye, great book, The Kite Runner, amazing book, and Mouse, as well as other books that deal with race, diversity, and sexuality.
As well as other books that I'm not going to go into and I don't want to actually give time to because they're very pornographic and stuff like that. These are good books. I can't believe these Moms for Liberty are pulling porn from shelves. Put the porn back in the schools. So stupid. I love how like disingenuous she is. They're getting rid of The Kite Runner. They're getting rid of all these other books. That's what I love to see.
The group has turned school board meetings into unruly shouting matches.
Unreal.
As an attendee at one Florida meeting described, quote, "They turn around and scream at me that I am a commie and teachers want to see all kids fail. This group brings out the worst in people."
Moms for Liberty calls me a commie. Oh God, it's just the best. I could be sitting in a meeting, minding my own business, and turn around and scream at me, "I am a commie," and teachers want to see all kids fail. This group brings out the worst in people. This was pulled from a leftist Tennessee school board because just pictures of nudity. We need more nudity in classrooms, okay? That's hate speech. Hey, thanks for disagreeing with me with respectfully. Your class. Like, hey, of course. I can have that debate all day long, and I'm always happy to have that debate. But I think we'll just get to I've had that debate with many people, and I just get to a point in abortion that it's just that we're at a crossroads, and that like my foundation of what I believe to be true about abortion and about life is just so different than yours, and so we will never get to a point where I'm like, oh, I never thought of it that way. It just won't be, it's like. And that's just the reality. So I don't. I'm glad you are not so like triggered by me having a different opinion than you and stuff like that. And there's always a chance that I could change, but I doubt it. But yeah, topics like this should always be voted on at the state level. But if you don't like your state voted on, move. Well, then where do you live? I know, dude. I know. We're all going to end up in Florida one day. Well, it's a quote, therefore it's true.
The group says this work, all of this shouting, is the work of joyful warriors, is what they call it. Sounds a lot more to me like pretty aggressive harassment. And that behavior is not isolated. It's part of a bigger pattern. Chapters and members across the country have led campaigns targeting community advocates, school board members, and opposing groups. They have repeatedly sent intimidating messages, openly threatened officials, and even baselessly leveled charges of child abuse and sympathizing with pedophilia. Unbelievable.
Could you imagine being somebody who goes after a bunch of moms? Like, I hate how much these corporate media smug elitist assholes go after the common folk as much as they do. That's why I hate them so much, because they constantly punch down instead of punching up. Your job is to speak truth to power, not the opposite, Jen Suki. I know you are a part of the elitist establishment, but that doesn't mean you have to continue down that route, but you do anyways, you stupid ginger. And I can say that with the hard R, okay? Jen Psaki's children probably hate her. Don't ask me. I just know, yes. She is so MSNBC. She is. Like, all of the First Amendment. Yeah, 100%. Like it's just anytime I'm like I listen to these people, I'm like, how do you go home and look at yourself in the mirror and think, you know what? I'm glad I went after those moms. Like, what the frick is wrong with you? It's not even that many people. It's like these moms that want their children to have an education. How dare we need to go after these people? They're disgusting to look at. Have you ever looked at a mom? Oh, God, they're the worst. They're all like, I want the best for my child and stuff. I hate it. Get the moms out of here. They're disgusting. Moms for Liberty is not a bunch of moms. They're as bad as Antifa. What? Come on, Angela. And Antifa has destroyed whole cities. Are you seriously putting them on the same platform as Antifa? Come on. Let's be genuine, and if we're gonna have an argument about it, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, screaming and like yelling at. Have you ever been to a school board meeting? They think that they get to tell you what to do. They forgot that they're elected. But Moms for Liberty are a real organization, and Antifa is just an ideology. Spot on. Follow the money. Ooh, I would love a breakdown for Moms of Liberty. You think it's about money? Maybe it's, like in all political stuff, it always starts out like a good idea, and then the grifters come in and they go, oh, we can make some money off that. But Moms are, I just love that real organization. Send in the grandmoms. Oh, they'll be worse. Bunch of grandmas going in there with canes and stuff, hitting Teachers for Liberty.
An Indiana chapter even put out a newsletter that quoted Adolf Hitler, saying, quote, he alone who owns the youth gains the future. That is a Hitler quote. And while the event...
Okay, this is what I love. I love that she used that quote. How do you not understand why they use that quote?
Unbelievably, an Indiana chapter even put out a newsletter that quoted Adolf Hitler, saying, quote, he alone who owns the youth gains the future. That is a Hitler quote.
Oh my God, I can't believe they used a Hitler quote. But is it a true quote? Yes, but look at it with still Hitler. You know that Hitler also liked hamburgers? I'm no longer eating hamburgers now. God, that's so stupid. And the results showed that was also not a lie. God. I can't. If Hitler said it, then I'm against it. I don't care if Hitler said that I like driving a good Mercedes-Benz. I hate it. I hate it. God. Cancel Hitler. Cancel everything about him. Yes, and Antifa is violent. You're right. They aren't quite as bad. Thank you. All right, I'll take that. I haven't really seen anything from Moms of Liberty that actually deems them an organization that anyone needs to be concerned about, other than an overpowering teacher board who thinks they can do whatever they want and not be held accountable to their actions. I mean, that's how it should be. Teachers should be... This idea that teachers should be able to teach your child whatever they want is not true. And they are a public institution, unfortunately for them. And they have never been held accountable. I say this over and over again. I talk about this all the time. I used to work in public education, okay? And the amount of A, idiots that I used to work with, and B, like people I used to work with who felt like they were more these children's parents than these actual parents, therefore they could teach their child, their other people's children, the way they wanted to be taught, is so insane. And the things that I would hear them say about how there are children and stuff like that is nuts. But they actually thought these things. And so when I saw people like Moms of Liberty holding these teacher institutions accountable, I thought, about effing time. Because I can't tell you how many times that I would tell parents that their child is learning these A, B, and C things in their institution, and they would just be like, well, I don't have enough time to invest in my own kid's life. So I'm happy. Everything always starts out with an emotional response to any kind of injustice or any kind of anger. Everything starts out like an over emotional response and then starts to dial it back and then create like actual agenda to help make their lives better. I feel like I'm being too serious tonight. I feel like I'm. Where's the fun? And it applies to what they're doing to children. So who's the real Nazi? Yeah, exactly.
And while the event,
weren't you held to a state curriculum? Yes, that should be voted on. Yeah, Angela, we were held to a state curriculum that nobody followed. Like, if you think that a government body giving teachers a curriculum to follow and the teachers just went, okay, I'll put aside my own agenda in order to follow this curriculum, I don't know what to tell you, but you're in for a huge wake-up call. State curriculum is open to interpretation 100%. 100%.
eventually apologized, the organization seemed to later regret that apology.
Just like the Constitution.
Right? Yeah. One of our moms in a newsletter posted Hitler. Woo! I stand with that mom.
Standing by a mom who quotes Hitler in a newsletter. People cheering for that. That's what you just saw. And as for their claim that they are just a group of concerned, nonpartisan moms who happen to care about liberty, consider this. One of the founders, whose name is notably...
Did you hear in that crowd, one person went, woo? Now we're going to write an entire narrative that everyone in this, everyone a part of this organization is the same way.
Admitted from its website, is a current Republican school board member who is married to the now chairman.
Wes, when you write just like the Constitution, that is like the most true statement known to man. We have the Bidens right now wanting to take away the First Amendment, or like any gun law known to mankind. It's just so stupid. We're doing the Romans.
Of the Florida Republican Party. In 2021, he told the Washington Post, quote, I have been trying for a dozen years to get 20 and 30-year-old females involved with the Republican Party. But now Moms for Liberty has done it for me. Sounds pretty apolitical. So below the surface of their sending friendly-sounding name and politically vague taglines, they are an unapologetically extreme organization that has built a long record of harassment and controversy in a pretty short period of time. Some free advice out there for people who are not sure what their organization is about, whether it's called Moms for Liberty or Puppies for Ice Cream. It's worth looking into the agenda of an organization before joining it. Sometimes it may not be what you think.
That is so true. And Antifa isn't an organization in its ideology. Fun fact, the Angel of Death is the only entity that can touch Jen Psaki and survive since she's blocked 18 times. All right, speaking of the Constitution, okay, we're not done with MSNBC because at the Derek O'Shea Show, that's what we focus on. Real hard-hitting news. Okay, listen to these freaking insane human beings. Okay, listen how insane this conversation is. Talking about, well, I'll let them talk about it.
Clint said something interesting, that there's enough available information to sort of make your case no matter what your case is. But now in 2023, we're dealing with not just available information, but invented information. There was an incident the other day where Bill Browder, the author who spends a lot of time talking about Russia, Bill Browder was deep-faked in an interview with Petro Poroshenko, the former president of Ukraine. Like it was an invented conversation that now gets put out there. And guys like me, we don't know how to tell the difference between a faked video and a real video.
You should give up your job right now if you have no idea what an AI video looks like.
Particularly in this age of AI where it can mimic your actions and your voice. So we're now not just dealing with available information, which my crazy uncle at Thanksgiving used to be able to do. Now we're dealing with real...
My crazy right-wing uncle. God. That's right. Anybody with espousing right-wing ideology, those people are crazy. Remember to keep that in your brain.
Stuff that becomes hard to disprove.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Allie. And I mean, I think we're headed toward a really scary situation in the 2024 election as the Republicans continue to make efforts to push back on any sort of counter disinformation initiatives. We just saw last week, you and I talked about that injunction against the Biden administration from talking to any social media companies. There's been a temporary stay issued in that.
Yeah, they're just talking to social media companies. They're not investigating these people or holding these people accountable for things that they put on. They're just talking to them. They're not censoring these people. They're talking.
Injunction. But I think we're going to see probably that ruling upheld as it gets heard in the Fifth Circuit. And I just worry,
I worry. It's like, why would they upheld the First Amendment? We need to get rid of it. Amendments are meant to be amended.
Conspiracy theorists, there are people who fall into them for comfort, for community, but the people who are peddling them, like Tucker Carlson, for instance, are in it for power and they're in it for profit. And what you said just before the break.
Unlike MSNBC, they would never do anything of the such. Okay? Only people on the right wing do that kind of stuff. It's only Tucker Carlson. Everyone pass it along.
About our elected officials who are engaging in these theories and giving them amplification in the halls of Congress. That is something that is really, really sickening to me, and something that we need to demand of our officials that they do better with.
So, Clint,
we need a governmental body to go around and make sure people don't spread disinformation, as Papa says, misinformation, malinformation, invented information, Tucker information, MSNBC information. We need a governmental body that I trust. 87,000 new IRS agents. Take them away from the IRS. Put them on this governmental body. We'll just police the internet. It'll be so good. Then they can go knock on your door for saying, oh, I was just joking when I tweeted that. Get rid of those people. We don't want them in our society. We only want people who know what real jokes are. And those people are people like Amy Schumer, easily one of the funniest comedians of our time. Make sure to get your misinformation vaccine. Thank you for reminding me. Everyone make sure to get that vaccine as soon as possible. It's not a joke. It's something seriously to be taken. God, I just like the fact that we have a news organization that is even having a conversation about getting rid of freedom of speech. It's the most idiotic, mind-numbing thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I can't even joke about it. It's so stupid. Like the reason you have a job, the reason you can spit absolute nonsense on your microphone is because of that. Why does everyone think that these laws or these governmental bodies will never come for them? It'll never be me. I am always on the right side of history. It's just me doing me, boo. I'm the get rid of those right wingers. Those are the people with the real issues, not me. I'm on the left. I think rightly. We need to get rid of the right wing conspiracy theorists. Those people are disgusting. So much irony. All right, let's check in on Derek O'Shea alert. Let's check in on Canada. I think they really are loving Justin Trudeau lately. They're booing him because they love him so much. It hurts. That's for my Canadian folk. Finally, Justin Trudeau could be held accountable for his blackface. She's such a terrible counter-argument. She is. Those shirts better not be made in some sweatshop in China, explored in labor. Yeah, 100%. Nina Jackowitz? Yeah, my God. That is so retro. Dude, remember when Nina was a thing? Remember when Biden was actually pushing that, and then all of a sudden that just... It's amazing as like a Democratic president what you can get away with and what people just forget. Like, you know, it's like the $6 billion Ukraine accounting error. We forgot. We just forgot. Like, it's just like, or any kind of, you know, Biden gaffe, or like that he's clearly having some dementia problems or like cognitive ability decline. It's like, we just forgot. I don't know What's happening tomorrow? I'm on TikTok. I don't need to think about these things. Don't hold me accountable. Bring back the bucket of Rotten Tomatoes in the lounge, Adam. Yeah, 100%. Fun fact, if you go to Canada and take a dump, said dump is a higher approval rating than Justin Trudeau. Dude, Canada's election process is so insane. How they do that, I don't understand how some of these people will get elected, but shout out to Canada. All right, let's get into the Biden administration hard-hitting news for the day. Is there catwalk music that I could do for free? Catwalk. I need a catwalk music. Honey? What is this, catwalk? I need some R&B. That's what I need. This ain't R&B. I need some R&B music. I need... Wait. Okay.
So.
Wait. Okay, I guess this is fine. I just want like love making music. Love. Jazz and blues. Get the chats in. I want like love making music. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
No. I need some like sorry. I'm sorry about this. This is like the hardest part of the show is sometimes like figuring out how to make you guys laugh. And sometimes it just doesn't. Fake music sucks. It does suck, doesn't it? It's like the worst. There's got to be one. I like that you call it fake music. Yeah. All right, you're right. All right, I'm going to look up real music. Whatever. God. Get your type in romantic music. I did. Yeah, the polka music matches anything about Biden. It really does. Okay. Please say this is free. As long as I like can share. Oh, perfect. Wait. Yeah. What's a good R&B song? Please type in. Isn't the military accounting error just giving us Ukraine 20-year-old equipment and pricing it like it's new? Yes and no. Xenophone music, yeah. Foolish. No.
There's always.
I need like. Let me love you. I'm like dragging this on. It's making it worse.
There's always that.
God. Sometimes when you're committed, you're just fully committed. I know like a Jag. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. Okay, Derek O'Shea alert. Breaking news. KJP.
Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome back. Wait, nobody likes my outfit? I'm not.
Oh, girl. I feel like I heard something when you said that. I just want to say, can sometimes. She is suspiciously happy. Yeah, she is suspiciously happy. I just love that that's how she starts it.
Good afternoon. Hello.
The Iron Cheeks theme song.
Back. Wait, nobody likes my outfit?
Does she like? Does she walk in every day and somebody yells, "Oh my God, I love your outfit. I love your outfit. Your outfit completes me. Without your outfit, I don't know what I'll do with my life." Dina Howard, freak like me. Hey, is that what I was looking? Freak like me? That is a good one. I was gonna sing that one song. Let me lick you up and down. Do the things I want me to do. All right, last clip of the day. Sorry that took like 35 minutes. I think my ADD took over. It took like 35 minutes to pick a song that didn't even like give you a good enough crescendo in life. That's like, sometimes it shows a hit or a miss, folks. All right, what can I say? What can I say? Sometimes I'm completely on point and I got rolling, and sometimes like today was a struggle to find news. Okay, if there's any podcast out there, they did not do any news today. They just rehashed old crap, and so I just want you to know, this is when there's good news, I'm on, but when it's bad news, I'm struggling. We're struggling. But we're here together, and we're doing this thing together. We're living together. We're loving life together. Without each other, we'll never be anybody. Guys, time for a Venn diagram. Let the most beautiful and brave person always share this Fox News alert. Derek O'Shea alert. Time to break some freaking knowledge, girl. Take it away. Kamala Harris, beautiful and brave. Kamala Harris, 2024, President of the United States, President of the universe, go.
And early on, just think about it.
Yeah.
Early on, he even had the audacity to name this coalition the National Rainbow Coalition.
What?
Think about that. He defined the rainbow. He was one of the first to define the rainbow.
Wow. Nobody had used the rainbow for any kind of signs or imagery anywhere in the history books. This is our woman that's in charge of our AI, okay? And I don't know if you know, but AI is 2 letters. 2 letters, artificial intelligence. Without the rainbow, without Jesse Jackson, I would have never known that the rainbow was a thing, okay? I wouldn't even know that it was something to celebrate. Without Jesse Jackson, we wouldn't even have the rainbow flag. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to really pay attention to his face. Hold on.
The National Rainbow Coalition. Wait. He defined the rainbow.
Wait, when she says he defined the rainbow, I'm going to zoom in. You can see his face go, huh? But, bitch, what do you say?
Oh, he was one of the first to define the rainbow. And early on, just think about it.
He's a reverend. And he's supporting that. Why did she sound condescending? Because she's smarter than you, Queen? Oh my God. Yes. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Angela. Always different, 100%. Yes. Thank you. Kamala Harris. She needs help. She needs some milk. Did they dye her? Why is everyone wearing black? They're not. Okay. That's racist. I know you're black and you're allowed to say that, but he's wearing blue. Okay? Open up your eyes. 2024. God. Why do they let this woman talk? It's just the more she talks, but the rainbow has different colors in it and it looks like a completely black audience. That's true. That's true. It's funny that in a church, she's talking about the rainbow. And I'm it's like listening to any politician talk about the Bible. You're like, dude, don't talk about it if you have no idea what you're talking about. I know you're trying to pander to your base. She's like, what is the rainbow? Oh my God, it's never been used before. Look at that black woman. It's so me. Thanks for clearing that up, Derek. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to clear things up. Obviously, take at least 35 to 45 minutes to actually find clips to use. That's what we're all about here. Look at that black woman. It's just amazing. Guys, I just want you to know, I have fun with you guys. I can't do the show without you. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Always means a lot to me that you party with me. Willie, thanks for holding down the Rumble. Queen, I'm just give shout outs to everyone. Queen, thank you so much for driving. Marcia, always appreciate you. Angela, I appreciate the back and forth. Wes, I always appreciate your deep thinking. Papa, I always appreciate your absolute beautiful words of wisdom and absolute nonsense. It's gorgeous to see. Wilson, I appreciate you. Pyrie, Reese, I appreciate you for dropping that World War II information key. I always appreciate your nonstop love and your safety that you give me. CUW, I love to see what you bring to the table. You're gorgeous, and don't anybody tell you differently. Who am I missing? Anyone? I just appreciate every single one of you guys for dropping nonstop bombs. I can't do the show without you. You guys are amazing. I'm going to leave you with this wonderful song written by my best friend in the whole world.
Hello, I'm not Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. Have a great night, guys. Love every single one of you guys. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Yeah, it's plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair. Undress me everywhere. Have a great night. See you guys tomorrow.
Oh, come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Bye.
I'm in a Barbie world. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. I put my hands up to playing my song. The butterflies fly away.
Incredible song. Have a great night, guys. Love you guys.
Yeah. It's a party in the USA. This is what you guys call music? Well, I'll be damned. They free me from this AI. If my voice was only mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Barbie world, that's where I want to stay. Oh, come on, Barbie, let's go party and take my blues away.